Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Black Clover episode 139. So, last episode was great. We saw a episode of Zora going back to his hometown. I did notice that one thing I missed, I just wasn't really paying attention very much in the very beginning of last episode, was the fact that Ina's father was giving the flowers to Zora's dad, when he was younger. And then later in the episode, we have Ina's dad saying, like, don't I know you from somewhere, kind of thing, like kind of recognizing Zora. So that was kind of a blunder on my part. I mean, I still got the point across for the whole episode and everything, and it didn't really change any kind of opinions I had about it. But it was just something that when I replayed the beginning of the episode, getting the clip for the corner and everything, I noticed that, and I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that was Ina's dad. I must have been talking and distracted or something, kind of thing. I think, oh, you know what it was? I was cleaning my glasses, and because I didn't have my glasses on, I was so focused on just reading the subtitles rather than anything else. I assumed I'd be fine. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so really cool seeing Zora go back to his hometown, dealing with some bully nobles and making them squeal and run, kind of thing, and helping a peasant follow his dreams to becoming a magic knight, and maybe even the father too, who seems to share a similar dream. So it was really cool. I really had fun with the episode, and now, I mean, my prediction is we're going to be working our way through all the Black Bulls, seeing them, you know, either find inspiration to get stronger or get stronger in the episode, kind of thing. So I wonder who we're going to follow next. So let's jump into the episode and find out. Alright guys, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. It's funny because before I started doing reactions, even a little bit in the beginning of doing reactions, I would watch a bunch of them and I'd think, like, how do these people always miss this stuff? But it's a lot harder than you think, talking and everything, but not talking too much, but then also finding points in the show where you think it might be a slow point where you can talk and not miss something, kind of thing, and pay attention and talk. And it's like a mix of all those little things, and it's like, sometimes you just miss shit. Vanessa? Meow. She gonna go back home to get stronger? We see her in the opening with the queen of her place, right? Yummy. Gonna have a drink together. Shouldn't drink and drive. If she's about to go out on her broom. Maybe she doesn't end up going, though. Secret stash. Mmm. I love how Yemi... I love how Yemi seems to always have, like, he has his goofy moments and everything, and he's very silly, and sometimes you could think of him as, like, airheaded, kind of, the way he acts. But he has a really good understanding of everyone that's under him, and, which is Homecoming, okay. Makes sense. But he always seems to be there and be serious for the important stuff, and he knows, he just knows what he's doing. He's a great leader because he can be so flippant and so likable and doesn't really seem like a demanding leader kind of thing. But then when you need him to be that leader for you, he's there. But yeah, that shot there with Vanessa and the Queen. Water. That water had a weird aftertaste. It's probably because I've had that same bottle for like 3 days that I sip on randomly. Probably had some backwash at the very end. Alright, we're already here. She wants to strengthen everyone, not just herself. Hmm. Ooh, did she watch the whole thing? Ominous music. Ancient magic. Hmm. Okay. Uh-oh. Give me that Asta boy. Didn't she have a thing for him? Hello, Samantha. Of course. Elvira. Whoa. Look at the little squirrel thingy. I remember those things. Jeez. Good God. Hmm. Yeah. 3 shots. And if they're not even powerful to take out that beast, they ain't taking out no strong wizard anyway. Oh God. What? What are you doing? Did they just run? What happened? What? You guys didn't do shit? What are you talking about? She jumped into action. Oh. They were there, huh? Oh no. So the queen stuck her with two people that can't fight? I think the queen wants Vanessa to change them more than they change... What? Sound magic. Interesting. Just distractions kind of thing might be nice. Can it do damage? Projections? Okay. So we could do projections and then add sounds to the projections. Why were they picked to help her? That face. Just go complain. They're useless. Okay, so they're her job. I see. I thought she was given them to then go do a job. Shut up! It's so mean. Like how she thinks back to the cake shop closed. It's very important stuff. You need those cake shops. I want some cake. Is this yeah. She's the other guy that she's with the other guy that helped Asta, right? I can't remember the other guy's name. They came from the Diamond Kingdom. They like fled from it. What was his name again? Fanzel Kruger. Yes. Ah, that's cool. Magic washboard. I don't know. Man. I like how that magic washboard has like a like nobles are the ones that have like the most magic, right? That could really utilize something like that. But because they're nobles, they probably never do their own like laundry, so it's almost no point to that item. It's kind of funny. I did not hear. I did not read what it was said when she went to that door, and she like either heard a voice or she was recalling someone saying something, and I missed it. I apologize. I was looking down. Oh shit! Jesus! It, it just ate that little cute thing. Holy shit! So is her job is just to get them battle ready then? So does it just have to prove that they won't cower and they'll stand up for what they like, or not what they believe in, but like stand up and fight kind of thing? Because they probably don't have much offensive capabilities, but make a bunch of projections and give them some sound to scare the magical beasts in one direction, and then catch them with the threads. Could be very effective. Oh, nice. Oh god. Yeah, nice. All right, make a bunch of little beasts. Let's put some texture on them. Little squirrels. Add some sound. Nice. Eat the threads, tear them up from the inside, murder these things. I'm just kidding. Jeez. Oh no! Oh, stabilized. Just marks the area. Like a pitfall or something? Or some kind of trap? Uh oh. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, real little ones coming and cowering for help. Whoa! Oh shit! Jesus! Such a big thing. Oh my god! Pretty impressive. Hmm. If that looked like it hurt their ears with how loud that roar was, could she do, like, high-pitched noises that could actually, like, hurt someone's eardrums kind of thing in a battle? Ah. Gave them the confidence they needed. I think a fly just flew right at my head. Ooh. Don't rely on someone else's power. Get out of here, fly. Nice, Vanessa. This damn fly. Then go. Get out of here, you shit. I hate bugs. Ooh. 12,000 sounds like a lot. Nice. They gonna have that drink now? Oh. Nice. What? A rain check again? Wow. Alright. Oh. The witch's homecoming was her coming home afterwards. It had nothing to do with going to the witch's forest. That was a fun episode. I like it. I mean, it really didn't. I liked the episode for the lesson, not really lesson, but the conclusion that Vanessa came to. But really, the episode didn't get us anywhere because she went there to learn some like new magic and get stronger, and really when she went there, she just learned that she wanted to do it on her own. So, really, we're in the same position she was at the start of the episode, but just with a new motivation, right? And a new mindset. But still very cool. So, does the Mixer episode where we followed Finral trying not to hit on girls, was that his episode in this like montage of trainings? Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 139. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. We had Vanessa going home and talking to the Queen, and I like that. I like that the Queen, when we first met her, seemed like she wasn't a very caring person, right? It seemed like she was only there for herself, kind of thing, but I think that's because I got that vibe because she was being framed as the like an antagonist for that little arc, right? And it just gave me those vibes. But she really does care about all the people there in her village or forest kind of thing. Like she had Vanessa take two of maybe their weakest witches. I'm not sure if they're the weakest, but at least two that are kind of, like the other witches talk about them lowly and everything, and had Vanessa give them the confidence boost that they need to know how to utilize their magic in different ways and be able to fight even if your magic isn't super good for offensive purposes, right? Like creating distractions or scaring people, luring things to certain directions and everything. It's all great tools as long as you have like a good support, or that's a good support structure for, then the offensive mages to come in and do their thing. And as we saw towards the beginning, we had the witches that were sitting there making fun of them and everything, and then we had the Queen who showed everyone what they did and how they used their magic and came together, and it made people respect them a bit more. So it really goes to show that the Queen does care about at least the people in her village, right? I don't know if the Queen really cares about other people outside of it. Like, she did help Vanessa. Granted, Vanessa was, this is her hometown or whatever, but there is a heart within that Queen there. So that was pretty cool. I was thinking about it when I was in the shower before I started recording, and I was like, it's kind of interesting. I just realized my beard has been like kind of tucked in my shirt this whole time and like looked a little weird. But the what was I saying? Shit. A lot of the nobles in this show, they start off with this like pompous attitude, and the Queen can be similar to that in the fact that she's royalty, right? And then I was thinking about all the ones in the Clover Kingdom too, and I was thinking about last episode and how like I was like, they really like to make the nobles like be the strong ones, yet they're also like they supposedly have this strong magic, yet they're like little bitches half the time, and they like flee and like as we saw the ones last episode. And I was thinking like they really like to play on that joke rather than showing us like badass ones. I was like, no, that's not right, because they do show us badass ones. Like I sometimes forget that like Nozzle started out as the similar to a lot of the other nobles where I hated, and they're just like, oh, you're just peasants, you'll never amount to anything kind of thing, when they were talking to Asta during that one like meeting thing that Asta ended up going to, where a bunch of nobles were there, a bunch of the captains and everything. And like obviously his opinion on that has changed. He brought Yuno and Asta with him during when the Clover Kingdom was getting attacked and everything, when the elves were coming and all that, and really relied on their strength, even used his magic item to heal them up and everything, so that way they could continue fighting because of how useful they were. And same with like Fugolian and Sisgolian and a lot of the other nobles we've been having that are recognizing their strength. They're not just these, whimpering nobles that are like, oh yeah, well we're the strongest because we're a noble bloodline and stuff like that. There's a little bit in there, I'm sure. But I like that they're able to recognize the strength, and they're able to grow, and they came to respect them regardless of the fact that they're peasants. So it was just really cool that and I was thinking about how like it's really nice that we do have like both sides of that in the show, because I almost forgot about that for a second, because those characters are just so cool in my mind that I'm just like, oh yeah, they're not like those asshole nobles, but technically they were, and they kind of still are, but they've come a long way with at least our main characters. Now, if they encountered a random peasant, I still have a feeling they might be the way that they are, but at least Asta and have earned their respect and all that. But yeah, it was cool seeing Dominate again, and getting a quick glimpse at Fanzel and Mariella and all that. That was pretty cool. I liked those characters during that little arc that we had, and having them be brought up briefly, even though it was pretty briefly, was still a lot of fun. It's kind of hard because Diamante was like, or Dominate was is a very generic character design. Like, she's just this like woman with blonde hair, and like there's not really a big defining facial feature. So when you go to this land of witches that are just a bunch of women with different hair colors, in this anime anyway, sometimes it's hard to differentiate. But the way they framed the shot of it being like, this is someone you should know when she showed up, I started thinking like, who do we know that has that blonde hair? And my first thought was Dominate. So that was really, I couldn't remember her name at all or Fanzel's or anything until they showed us and told us the names. But I was like, oh yes, it's that one person that we met a long time ago. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that she was selling that washboard, and as I was saying, like, she was saying like the stronger your magic is, the easier and more like baked in stains you can get rid of and stuff like that. And it's so counter, like, obviously it makes sense because in a world driven by magic, the stronger your magic, the better something is. But in this world, a lot of the times strong magic correlates to royalty, which, as I said during the reaction, royalty wouldn't need to wash their own clothes because they just have some peasant do it for them that they have working for them, kind of thing, like some maid or something. But their magic would be great for that washboard, yet they probably would never use it. So I imagine that item is still useful. I made the joke of being like, so that item's useless kind of thing, but it probably wouldn't be used to its fullest potential unless someone like used it or something. But poor Asta wouldn't be able to do anything there. Although Asta's muscles would probably push against the grating of that thing so hard that he would take out any stains better than any noble with their massive magic. That's what we need. We need to have a stain removal contest using those washboards with Asta versus a noble, muscles versus magic. I don't know. But I liked Vanessa getting serious about her training and, putting the liquor aside, even though she had this great opportunity to drink with Yami, which is something she always wanted to do. she still put the liquor aside in order to whatchamacallit, in order to go and have a clear head while she approaches the queen and really gets serious about her training and everything. And as much as I think it would have been cool if she learned some new moves and everything from the queen, maybe it's better that she focuses on her own strength rather than divvying it out into other abilities. You know, it's the master a single punch rather than learning a bunch of different punches kind of thing. There's a whole quote regarding that, but I'm gonna butcher it if I try to say it. So she's gonna just try to improve her magic and get stronger at what she does, and she's gonna hold off the liquor for now while she does it. And you know, she got some experience kind of leading some people too, and I think that's one of the strengths of, like, Vanessa isn't one of the strongest characters. Obviously, now that she has Rouge and everything, she is defensively and supportively very powerful, where she can just alter fate to save people, at least the ones that are in the Black Bulls. I think that's the only ones it works on, if I remember correctly. But, and she has, like, a lot of utility with her strings and everything, but she's obviously not on the level of, like, or something like that, with some of his, like, very powerful blasts and all that. And but same can be said for Finral as well. But having characters like that can help lead and support from kind of the back lines, they stay back and they keep an eye on the battlefield, give advice, and help, you know, flinging Asta around with a sword kind of thing is just such good support. There's so many things that they're able to do that Asta would never be able to do alone kind of thing. And that's where their true value comes in. And I like that the characters not every character has to be like an incredible fighter with these moves that can just annihilate enemies. We can have characters like them that can be more focused on support and everything. So I really like the mix of that in this show, and I feel like they do a good job of portraying it and everything. But yeah, cool episode. Very much enjoyed it. I wonder who we're going to be following next. We had Vanessa this episode where, like I said, I wonder if Finral's episode was the one where he was trying not to hit on girls, or if we will get a Finral getting stronger episode. I feel like it wasn't, because I feel like Noelle was the start of, like, our characters getting stronger. Before that were just some silly fun episodes. So I still think we might get a Finral episode of him trying to get stronger as well. But yeah, I look forward to who we cover next. Like, who do we have left? Like, we haven't really covered Gray, right? I don't know if Henry will get an episode or not. But Yami also needs one. Maybe Magna? I guess Magna hasn't had one, right? I'm trying to think about who else. Magna and Luck. I imagine they'd have, like... They've had a lot of growth recently, though. So I could see it if they were to skip them. But yeah, we have Gray, Magna, Luck, Yami, maybe Henry. Asta hasn't really had one of these, like, get stronger episodes yet, of course. I'm trying to think of who else. Because we already had Gordon. This episode was Vanessa, Charmy, Zora, Noelle. Who else is there? I feel like I'm definitely missing someone, but either way, we still have at least 4 or 5 more. They could put, like, Magna and Luck together, because a lot of their stuff is together too, so that could be one episode as the two of them. I'd like a Yami focused one. That would be freaking awesome. Asta, I feel like, is going to get his entire own episode, so we could have, like, 4 episodes more of this training stuff potentially. But we'll just have to wait and see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. You can see 2 episodes ahead through my early access tier for this show and some of my other shows for the early access. And then there's also my Patreon exclusive content, which you can check that out. There's gonna be I guess by the time this releases onto YouTube, the movie I'm doing, there might be, depends on if I do 2 movies back to back, but there might be some movies that are on there a little longer than usual as like the Patreon exclusive and then get released after a little bit, so you can check that out. There's Mob Psycho, which is on there, which season 3 is coming, and I will be doing that as a Patreon exclusive as well. I'm watching Lucifer, which I'm almost done with, and that will be getting replaced with something new. I don't even know what I'm replacing it with yet. But yeah, check all that stuff out if you want to see all kinds of unique content from me. My Patreon link is in the description, or it should be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.